Well, that's a snazzy new intro. I don't ever remember seeing that before, especially Pikachu Presents. I'm pretty sure it's meant to be Game Freak Presents. Whether this is a foreign copy or not doesn't really make a difference. As long as it works, I'll be quite happy. Yep, this seems to be regular Pokemon Gold, albeit from some other country's version. Cool, well, this being a Pokemon game, I'll play this a little bit later, so let's just save the game and see how well that goes. And unsurprisingly, there's no continue option, meaning that there's no battery backup available. Not really surprising considering that probably would cost more than the 5 pence it makes to make these multi-carts, but what can you do? You could play the whole game in one go, I guess, but I don't have the time to do that right now. So let's try one of the other Pokemons just to see if it is actually what it says it is. Yep, that's definitely Pokemon Yellow again. And yep, you definitely can't save. Well, that was a waste of time. So if the rest of Pokemon's what to play next. I'm pretty sure everyone knows probably what Asteroids is, the same as Centipede. And we just tried that critical request on another game, so let's try a different one. Migraine Acclaim. That sounds fun. And the award for the most boring title screen goes to Migraine. I'm assuming the Migraine Acclaim is because it's made by Acclaim. The hell am I even doing here? Okay, that doesn't work. That moves that. Oh, it's lasers. Okay, well, cool, I'll just restart. What's the point of giving you an option to restart if it's not even going to get... You know what, I don't even care, let's just move on to something else. How about we try loops? No? Nothing? Well, that's a shame, isn't it? I'm sure it was probably amazing. So, barring the fact that you can't save, which then means you pretty much would have to do a complete run of Pokemon in one go, that's not actually a bad collection of games on there, if not a little bit random. Well, on to the next. This one is 280 in ones, so many times more than the rest of them. Just looking at the back of the box, there looks to be some absolute classics on here. So yeah. Let's take a little look-see and see what this has got. Look at this, 280 games on one cartridge. The other ones were just pathetic compared to this. Well, easiest way of doing this is starting with the first one on it, so let's play some Pinocchio. Why can't you skip this? Hurry up. It's only going to be crap anyway. I mean, come on. Geppetto, I don't think you want to be asking for a real boy when you're doing that to him. So I have no attack, you can jump in the air, and that seems to be about it. This is going to be utterly horrible, I can guarantee it. Cool, well I'm not playing any more of that then. Let's try another game. Hopefully there is at least one game out of 280 that's worth playing on this cartridge. Right then, let's see if the Sonic game on this cartridge is any better than the Sonic game on the other cartridge. Hold up, let me stop you right there. You are not going to be Sonic the Hedgehog, and I have a very good inkling for that one. This is Zool, a game that I used to play the hell out of on my Amiga and also randomly have a copy on my Mega Drive anyway. But this is not Sonic the Hedgehog, at least the other game was actually Sonic. It's not a bad game, it's just not Sonic the Hedgehog, and I expect it to be Sonic the Hedgehog if it says Sonic the Hedgehog. Next game. What next to play? How about Motocross? Nah, screw that, pinball. Now this is actually Revenge of the Gator. This is actually not a bad game, as far as Game Boy pinball games go. Meh, I could play this for a few hours, but I'm not here to play games for longer than about 5 minutes at the moment, so let's scratch this one off and get on to the next one. I can see that there's loads of Felix the Cat games on here, well basically the same game but just different titles, so let's choose one such as, yes, let's go with this version of it. I'm sure it'll be completely different than all the other ones. I have played this one before. It is actually a pretty fun game. I mean, it's Hudson Soft, so you can't really go wrong most of the time. Okay, screw it. Let's play one more game on this cartridge and then we'll get to the final one. Let's choose bowling. Not a bad game. I probably would play this in longer space, but to be honest, it's just bowling, and what is here isn't that entertaining. Plus, I'm not doing some of these crazy shots with the bare controls that I have. Well, for something that claims to have 280 games on it, dear god, there's some shocking games. I mean, the fact that it says it's got Sonic the Hedgehog, and he is featured on the box as well, and it just turns out to be Zool, is pretty irritating, considering that there's another version of Sonic in there, which, to be fair, is pretty bad as well. On to my last multicart then I've got, and this one's for the Game Boy Advance. Now, I'm not going to lie, I've played this one quite a lot. I don't even remember where I got hold of it, but this actually has some proper gems on it. Let's take a little look. Unlike the Game Boy cartridges I've already shown, this Game Boy Advance cartridge actually has some good games on it. I mean, to begin with, it's got Golden Sun, which is a quality RPG. Then after that, you've got loads of NES classics. Mega Man 2, Mario Bros 2, Contra, Hyper Olympics, things like Pac-Man, and loads of other black box games on here. This is why I played this cartridge quite a fair amount of times. Now while it's awesome that Golden Sun is on this cartridge, you can't save much like the Pokemon cartridge. So it means you're going to have to complete this in one whole go, and that's not something that is easily done. I'm sure most of you know what the other games look like on here, things like Mega Man 2, whatnot, but let's have a look-see anyway, just to see how they play. Now the only thing is that with some of these NES games they do look a little bit weird. It's almost like they're sort of cramped down into space. You can shift with the LR buttons, or on the normal Game Boy Advance with the shoulder buttons as well, and it does move the screen slightly. There is a hidden feature where if you press both the shoulder buttons together, you can actually get to other bits and bobs as well, things like auto fire, being able to make save states, but that doesn't work at all. Mortal Kombat 5. Well known for being on the NES at its time. Let's see what this plays like. I'm sure it's going to be amazing. All the blood, gory fatalities, it's going to be just like Mortal Kombat. Oh, I have the ability to be invincible. Why wouldn't you use that? Well, considering I just want to pick Sub-Zero, I'm guessing that's him, if not Scorpion or Kyle or any of the other 30 completely same looking ninjas? Well, it's quite fun that specials are basically just mashing two buttons together in a direction, so that makes this really easy to play. I mean, to be fair, I did put on invincibility, so I'm not going to die anyway. I could just stand here and just look a different way and keep mashing buttons, but meh. Well, we've given Mortal Kombat a shot, let's try and give Street Fighter a go. I mean, if Mortal Kombat was that bad, Street Fighter can't be any worse, surely. This is horrible, I can't even do a Hadouken. Shoryuken? Tatsu? Why does nothing work? Come on, just one Hadouken. One Hadouken. I'm dead. Considering how much I love Street Fighter, I know I said that Game of Harmony earlier was the worst game I've played so far, but I'm actually going to give it to that. That was just downright atrocious. I know how to do moves. Those moves do not work, and especially when the computer can throw them out, that's just not fair. That was crap. See, now that one actually wasn't so bad. Having Golden Sun on there is pretty good. Can't save again, but not too bad I guess in that one. Well, saying that, it's an RPG, you need to save unless you want to play it all in one go. But things like Mega Man 2 and Mario Bros 2 on there is pretty good as well. Probably one of the better carts I have. Well, that's all the multi-carts I have for the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance. I do have a few more for the Game Gear, but that's a nightmare to get working with the TV. I have ordered some more from eBay, but they're not multi-carts, they're hack games instead. So when they turn up, I'll do a video on those as well. But for the minute, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a comment, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.